Welcome to What's Your Story, a YouTube channel where we uncover the real stories of entrepreneurs. We believe that success leaves play, so we'll be learning from the story of successful entrepreneurs. Sit back, watch, and let's build together. Our guest today went from selling just few wigs and hair, but today she's running a thriving business that brings in loyal customers and consistent sales. So today she'll be sharing exactly how she built it, her wins, her mistakes, her blueprint. If you've ever thought of starting your own beauty brand, grab your notepad. This is actually for you.
Right now, I would say if you're not running adverts in your business, I don't think you want to sell on social media space.
How much profit you've made so far?
When I started my hair business, and in fact in the hair business, we are beginning to have more guys that we the ladies. My background has always been more of do whatever it is you like.
Let's meet you.
My full names are Phoebe Dona Isenso. I'm a Nigerian, also an entrepreneur.
Do you have a business background or your parents are into business before?
Quite frankly, my background has never been the go to school, get a degree, get a job. My background has always been more of do whatever it is you like and will support you, right? So my parents always believed, we've seen life examples, we've seen life experiences, and with the trend now in Nigeria, you go to school, you get your degree, you go for your NYC if you want to. At the end of the day, you spend more than the amount of time you spent in school looking for a job. So when I started schooling, when I finished my secondary school, my parents asked me, do you want to further your education or do you want to go into the business world? And then this school, National Open University, came about, right? I think they now started raining during that period. So you could go to school and you could work. So you're going to school and you're gaining, the experience in your required field. It's literally the same thing. Why do I have to go lock myself up in, a university for years and then come out with nothing, when I can still spend the same 4 years to get my BSc degree and still be working and get my experience. Now, as per, the business background, my mom has always been a business person. She has always been a business person. So it was easy for me to adapt and, more get a free mentor, right, from her, because she was always in the, you have to have a business by the side to support yourself. Even in school, you also need your business to support in school because, not all the time with the whole economy of Nigeria would your parents have, that financial, how would I put it, have the finance to sponsor you all through, because you can literally not be meeting them for the least things. So you need to have something. If I had dedicated my whole full time and my whole year into school, 4 years, I don't think I'll be able to, source out some little stuffs and at a point start to pay my school fees. So my background has always promoted having a business, being an entrepreneur. Go to school if you want to. If you choose, not to go to school, it's fine by us. We would always just pursue your dreams, and that's literally it. So I really have a supportive system.
That's a good one. Your family supporting your business. I feel like that's a big flex and it helps you a lot because I know a lot of family that what they base on is this education. I feel like their parents, that's what's reign in their era. So they feel like, okay, education, get your masters, get your PhD, and you'll be good. So, well, I feel like it's okay. That is a lesson, anyways. Parents should
right
encourage their children to get into business. I don't know why some parents did not like that, anyways, but that's a good one on your own side. And okay, when you are starting, you said you start right quite from school. Your parents are supportive. Did they support you financially as well, like the capital?
When I started my hair business, because In fact, right from the onset, I kind of started with bags, right? Yeah, back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So I opened an Instagram page and I just started. I had a group where me, my friends, were three, I guess, and we shipped bags from China to Nigeria.
Wow.
So I started selling bags
Yeah.
as at then. My mom supported me with first capital. That was like I think it was around 15 to 20k then. Then you could get like cheap bags and then ship it in and everything, including the landed cost would not be more than 20,000 naira or 30,000 naira. Then I tried to sell the bags and I sold some, but I was not really comfortable selling bags because that has literally not been what I loved doing. So I think I started that bag business because my friends also wanted to import bags and because importing was literally the winning thing then. So I just wanted to belong in that circle. And I think that's part of the stuff that, or part of the things that engineered my business. But then I had to sit down. I had to ask myself, what do I love doing? What's my passion? You see, anything from here to here, my hands cannot rest. So I love styling hairs. I love anything beauty. I love, the makeup. I love trying things out. Anything sewing or whatnot, not for me. I prefer to buy. So then I had to sit. I had to think. This is what I love doing. My mom always said, you like all this styling of hair. You're always on somebody's hair. It's always on somebody's hair. Why don't you just focus on, the hair business as your niche? And then I tried it and it worked out. So I started drop shipping. When I get one order, I would quickly go to the market and get that and then deliver. Save the profit, do that and do that. And then there was a point where my mom was like, you seem like you're very serious in this business. Okay, what if I help you get some of these hairs and you sell it and we divide the profits? Does that not sound like a good deal? So one thing I've always even learned from my mom, she would never really give you that on a platter of gold. She's there. You have to work to earn it. And, even when you're on your own, you would always not get that much opportunity. So you literally need to make do with what you have. So when she buys the hairs, I would be the one trying to sell it. And then at the end of the day, we share profit. The capital is not from me. It's from her. But I'm still giving her a share of the profits because that's literally an interest on the capital. If I were to go to a bank, I might not even get, that much amount of money. So that was literally how I fully got into that circle.
So your mom is she's a big supporter. Let me say like
very.
that.
No, she's a very big supporter.
And she's the one that helped you with your capital. And you talk about drop shipping. Can you that very topic, drop shipping, it's kind of, I used to feel you have to have a big, like 1 million, 2 million before you start drop shipping. But you mentioned 30k, 50k kind of. Can you throw more light on that? Like, do you drop ship your too?
Okay, so at this point that I am, I have, clients that source for drop shipping. So they order hairs from me, they get their customer. So we have a drop shipping group, and in that group, I post hairs and deals, because I deal on hairs, the products for hairs, and then the accessories to glam up your hairs and style your hairs. So when I post in the group, they repost. When they get their customers, I send directly to their customers without my branded tag, right? Because I have to keep, customer confidentiality also in play. When I started my business, the hair business especially, because when I started the bag business, I literally used the capital to ship everything in and started selling. So for the hair, because I did not have that much capital at the time, and I was not really, full blown in the business. So I didn't really know the do's and the don'ts, what hairs are going to move in the market or in my space. So what I did was when I would go to the market, I would take pictures of hairs. I would sometimes the ones that I can afford, I would buy them, I would wig them. It might be my personal hair, but I'll wig them and then I'll style it, right? And I'll put it out there. I'll get orders for them. And once I get orders, I'm running back to the market to go get the hairs with the customer's funds, remember. So I go run to the market, go get the hairs, come back, wig, and then I send out. So that was literally it. I never really had, when I started, I did not have hairs on the ground for me to sell. I had to always go to the market. So you see the stress, even if I have one order, I'm going back to the market. If I have another order tomorrow, I'll be like, oh, I wish this came yesterday. If not, I will not waste transport twice. I have to go back to the market the next day to go get the hair, come back, style and all that. So if people are looking to, start a business, it really doesn't have to you need to have, that much capital and buy a lot of goods, because sometimes you might be stuck. You don't know what works for you. So dropshipping, most times I recommend dropshipping a whole lot, except you're experienced in the field, then you can invest that much capital into your business.
Okay, so your advice is now that they should not go into dropshipping at first. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying that
okay,
if you don't have enough capital and you don't have the experience to start this business, let's say for example I am new to the hair space, you don't know what to buy, you don't know the do's and don'ts.
Exactly.
Go into dropshipping, thereby post hairs, snap hairs, go to stores. Right now it's easier than back then in 2018-19 when I started. Many people are willing to give out their pictures without their brands and whatnot. Post these hairs on your status. When you get the orders, come by yourself to the pickup location and pick it up, right? It's easier. You identify or you are able to see the quality of your hair before you send down to your customers. Or you ask us, let's send it down. It's easier. You've not used your own money to buy those hairs. You've used your customers' money because you posted the hairs that is not literally yours, but from your supplier, right? When you just do that, all you have to do is take your customer's money, buy the hair, take out your profit, and we send to you, and we send to your customer, or your supplier sends to your customer. So it's easier that way than investing a lot in a business and looking for how to sell because you have not literally understood the market space.
Okay, I think I get that point.
I don't know.
I want to add something. There is these people, online, come and learn drop shipping, 50k, 30k. Let me ask, do you learn that or you learn on the job? Paying somebody to teach you how to drop ship, and do you do that or you learn on the job yourself?
I learned on the job. Funny enough, when I started, I didn't attend any class, or like I said, my mom was like the free mentor I had. I didn't, pay for classes. The only class I paid for was the importation class, where I started shipping bags from China down here. That was literally the only class I paid for when I started, because I thought that was going to be, my niche, but it didn't work out. So,
do you have a store now, like a store where you sell your hair and? Okay, you have a store.
Oh yes, I do.
Which
I have a store.
So which city is that?
Oh, it's currently in Ogun State, close to Lagos. So we're literally at the border of Ogun State and Lagos State. So it's easier for both, Ogun State clients to shop and the Lagos State clients to shop.
That's a good one. What was your biggest struggle like? Your biggest struggle like in this business? Because I know it's not been the rosy and fun. Like now you are smiling and at the camera, but behind the scenes there are a lot of struggles. So can you share some struggles?
I think my biggest struggle then would be going into the online space, right? So then I would stay for like almost a year, and social media orders would just be like 1 or 2. It was really, really bad because you then ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? In fact, you pay for ad classes, they tell you to run ads, you run ads and want to go film, no conversion. Okay, let's step up into the content creation aspect. You do the same thing, no conversion, and then you start asking. You really cannot just rely on just offline sales, right? Most of the time, considering that we are already in the technology space and everybody's literally online. Social media is a thing. You really cannot rely on just, maybe word of mouth. Word of mouth goes a long way, but you need to have a social media presence currently. I don't know about back then, it wasn't really much of a thing as it is now. So social media was one of my struggles, like getting sales, converting. Another thing that kind of drew me backward was employing, incompetent staffs. Like, see, an incompetent staff would ruin your business. They would ruin your business. So then when I had a store, before I moved to a bigger store, I had a store by then in, I think, was it 2020? If I'm not mistaken. So I was still learning, the business, still learning while in the business. And I know on 2 different occasions, I employed persons that were supposed to oversee, because I was still going to school. I just graduated in 2023. Yeah. So I was still in that learning space. I was still trying to go to school and also handle my business. And I had a store. So I really, really needed to, put someone in the store to help me oversee things while I go to school. Sometimes in a week, I'm in the store like 2 to 3 times just to check up on things and records. Now, the big shocker came to me when I have a thing. Before I employ you, right? We together, we are going to count all the whole stocks in the store, so that when there is any issue, you would not tell me that we did not count it together, right? Now, I also take the pain that when I want to pay your salary, we would count all the stocks together. Quite stressful, yes, because I did not have, I didn't have a software that could, help me do that. And even if you do have a software, you still have to count stocks. You see this manual counting, we cannot get rid of it. So, as at my first employee, I was supposed to pay her salary. We decided to count stocks together. My small business was missing over 100 and something thousand in just 1 month. And where did the stocks go to? Apparently, she was selling stocks, writing what she felt she could write down, because I had a sales book where you write down, each and everything you sell. So I would go through the stuffs. They would, in fact, they are always in sync with the cash at hand and the money transferred into my business account, right? Now let's count stocks for the month, and stocks are missing. How? I let go of that stuff. I had another one. The same thing. In fact, they started selling double the amount. Because some persons would see my stuffs online. They will want to come and pick up. And they are getting there, and the staffs are telling them extra 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira on top. I mean, how well would you regulate that? This is just in the space of 6 months. I lost a lot of money. A lot of money when it came to employing incompetent staffs. Then also in 2020, where everything was supposed to now choke me, 2020, 2021, I made a bad financial decision. I did one of all those, investments, one of all those, pyramid schemes and all that. And I lost funds in millions, because that was literally all the money I had saved from when I started the business in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. I lost everything. I went into depression. What did I not go into? I mean, because that was literally all. So I had to start again from scratch. I mean, that event was, you see, 2020, 2021, I usually tell people it's not the best years of my life. And I honestly do not want to even retract back to that year because it was a whole lot.
That's the lesson at first hand. People have been saying they lost money to online scheme and the like. Online is a very delicate place. You have to be very, very careful. But
Yeah.
I think others that are trying to start out also, we learned that even if you want to invest in those things, you don't use your business capital or your business from your business to
Don't. I
that.
stand by one rule. If you want to invest in your business. Let it be that it is your business that didn't work out than you went to give somebody money for free. Don't, please, I'm a living testimony. Everybody might be getting money from this thing, but immediately you decide to put in your capital, soon your money has gone. Please, so right now I don't want to hear don't even complete the sentence. Invest what? Please take it away. I will invest in my own business.
Something that I pick from this is when you are picking your staff or when you want to employ somebody, make sure it's somebody that is trustworthy and somebody that is competent. Also,
Yeah.
if you want to invest in your business. Use that money to invest in your business, not in other way around. There is a point to talk about Facebook adverts, or let's say adverts generally. If you do it yourself or you employ somebody to do that for you.
I currently have someone that runs advert for me currently. Sometimes when I just want to do one or two quick things, I do that myself, especially for Instagram. But once it's outside the space of Instagram, like I have someone that does that for me. And sometimes when I have like a dedicated amount that I want to work with and I really wanted to convert, or I have, something big going on and I really need publicity on this particular product or during this particular time of the month, then I have someone that works that for me.
So how has been the impact of those adverts, like compared to when you are not running ad and when you are running ad? How has been the?
I think right now,
different.
Right now, I would say if you're not running adverts in your business, I don't think you want to sell on social media space because you have everybody in your niche running adverts. They are always running adverts, and your customers would always have their adverts pop up on their FYP. So what are you doing when you're not running adverts? Why are you even in the social media space?
Some people say organic leads, I will get my customer organically. What is your view about that one? Than running adverts? Adverts is you pay for leads to come in. Organically, that's free listing. Some people will wait on organic leads. How is that? Because you are saying you are not running ads, you are not ready for
organic is one thing on its own, and it can only be emphasized on when you have a physical store. If you don't have a physical store, then I don't think organic is really the thing for you to say. And you can only say organic when you have a physical store. Everybody knows you're in your physical store. You started like physically with your business and you now have a social media presence. You can convert those people physically to your social media presence, and organic is literally more of word of mouth. If you discover when you run a lot of ads, the algorithm when I want to search for stuffs would prioritize my page than your own page. I mean, take the likes of big business entrepreneurs on Instagram, for example. If I were to search bags on Instagram, I know the persons that will pop up on my page. We have the likes of Fine Funky, Mighty Balimi. Like, in fact, one thing about adverts is it keeps your name in their mind. When someone brings up a topic about what you sell, there's one thing that comes into their mind, you, because even if they've not patronized you, they're always like, oh, I usually see this person. I've not patronized them, but this person always pops on my FYP. This person is always doing this, doing that. Organic, yes, but with this current system that we are, and you are in the social media space, nobody is going to just search if they don't know your name. Like,
Exactly.
if I want to search hairs, I don't know you, so there's no way I'm going to search hairs, and the chances of you popping up on my search button or my search history or my FYP is literally like, let me say, 10 to 20% if Instagram is even happy with you, I guess. So except one of your posts goes viral, then you can now say that is organic.
Another thing I want to say about organic and advert and paid advert is that paid advert is even, let me say, is faster and quick than organic. Organic might take forever before you even get your clients, but advert is you paying Facebook or Instagram to put your product in people's face. I even discovered that Facebook,
like in their faces.
In fact, they've started this advert of a thing like YouTube, that when you are watching a reel, they will just put adverts in between those videos that you are watching. So I think
into
Facebook
your face,
adverts,
whether you like it or not.
whether you like it or not, you get it. So I think it's a thing, and business owners should start that. But before we leave that advert part, is there any tip, or you feel like this is something I know about ad, just a little tip that you think is helping you? Because a lot of people run advert and they feel like, I'm not getting leads, I'm not getting sales. Is there anything about, like, a little tip that maybe others did not know, that you can say about advert that is giving you results?
On here, especially in Nigeria, we have literally low attention span. If you're not telling me what I want to hear in the next 3 to 5 seconds, then that's all. I'm literally scrolling to the next thing. So there should always be a hook, a very captivating hook in your first 3 to 5 seconds. If you don't know what to do, we have AI currently for everybody. Go search up hooks you could use for your businesses, for your niche. Be specific. They would give you, ChatGPT most especially will give you so many hooks. So just in case you are confused or you don't have funds to pay a social media manager and whatnot, go to use AI. They're giving that us. At least you don't have to pay to use like AI, except you want to, do the premium thing. Use what you can right now. Get hooks that would hold your clients, and that will always, this person did this. I don't know. There's someone that I always use as my model on TikTok. There's this LD sign guy. He sells signage or something for branding. Yeah, it's more of signage. He uses someone else's, in fact, videos, some crazy videos, and he merges it up with his own. Like, he's a very viral guy. I've forgotten his name. I think it's LD signage something on TikTok. If I think maybe after this I'm going to send you his page on TikTok. If you don't know what to do, go and watch his videos. In fact, you would get inspiration on hooks, because you cannot stop watching it. He has hooked you at the first 3 seconds. You cannot do anything that to finish watching his videos. So you see, hook, very important, especially when you are using your money to run adverts. Make sure you have a hook. It will be very beneficial.
That's a good one. This year business that we're talking about, that a lot of people are going into it. Okay, I will ask 2 questions. Then, is it gender based? As a guy, going into this, and also, is there money in this? Like, if there is money, can you, like, how much is the year and how much profit, like, you've made so far?
The 2 questions you asked, they correlate with each other, in the sense that hair business is very profitable, to the extent that guys have seen that it's very profitable. And in fact, in the hair business, we are beginning to have more guys than we, the ladies, truthfully speaking. Go and check the best wig sellers right now. They're literally guys. And there's a thing with guys having to do, what was meant to be gender based, Do you understand? Like, the opposite gender in the other gender field. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I
It's just
understand.
like a lady cutting hair, doing masculine things, engineering and all that thing. Everybody tends to, oh my god, she's doing that. How? Like, what? There might be a new style to this thing. There might be a new hack to the same style I've been doing for years. Always learn and make sure you are delivering quality. If you're delivering quality, you'll be the one that will be telling your clients, oh, I don't have time today. Oh, please, you can come tomorrow. Oh, please make appointments. Like, watch videos. Look at persons in that your same space that have made it. What did they do? What are they doing? Don't just be stuck. Expand your knowledge. If you are with just one type of thinking, you will remain there and you'll still be in the lowest of the list while others are making money, and then you keep asking, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? What is this? What is that? What is happening? It's like, this business is not for me. You close the business, you open another one, you're still stuck, and you think maybe, at the end of the day, I think 9 to 5 is what is best for me. No, you are not expanding and you are not working on your knowledge. You are not, you keep many a times, sorry, with this our generation, we like to procrastinate a whole lot. Oh, I'll watch it, don't worry. Oh, and I'll know how to do it if I watch it once. It's a lie. I'm a living example. Sometimes I think I know how to do stuff, but it's time for me to work on the client's head, and then what I watched is giving me opposites of what I learned. Keep practicing, especially in the hair industry. Keep practicing. You as a hairstylist, if you're even selling just wigs and you don't know how to style, what are you doing? What if a client walks into your store to pick a wig and says, style it on my head? If you don't know how to style, do you think the client is going to buy that wig? Because the wigs we sell, if you don't style it, you can never get the true fitting or the beauty from the wigs. Why don't you know how to style? Why? Pay for classes. If you feel like you don't have money to pay for classes, watch videos. There are free tutorials everywhere on social media. There are free tutorials on TikTok. There are free tutorials on YouTube. There are free tutorials on Instagram, especially on TikTok and YouTube. So what are you doing? What? So please, there's money everywhere if you choose to make money, except you don't want to.
That's a good one. Interesting. I think I'm thinking of starting my own hair business on one side as well.
Don't worry.
All right. Let me ask you that. So far, what are you most proud of, like, in this business?
I'm proud I started when I started. I'm proud that I took my tutorials very seriously. I'm proud that I tried things even when they looked like they were not going to fall in place. I would stay up in the middle of the night watching tutorials, and I didn't have all the right tools. And one other thing I also want to pinpoint is I don't think I can start because I don't have a good phone yet. I've not started because I don't have a tripod yet. I've not started because I don't have this expensive straightener to straighten or style my hair. My dear, if you get it, you will still not start. Because you'll only be gingered to do more when you have started already. When you're started already, you will have the vibe. In fact, how do you expect to get these things when these things that are supposed to give you money from the little things, you are avoiding them, you are refusing to do them, you are procrastinating on them? It won't work. So I'm proud I started. With what I had. I started with little straighteners. See, if you have that money to buy that equipment, buy it. Don't wait, because Nigeria is not smiling. Things are not going down. I'm proud that I got most of my equipment when I had like savings and funds from other businesses like my freelancing that I do, and immediately I get paid. I'm buying equipment. So once I have some money, I'm not buying any other thing that stops my business. I have a list of things I want to buy, and then I keep them. When I have money, I just go on to buy these things. It will be easier for you. Try. If you fail, do it again. If you fail, do it again. If you fail, do it again. If there's a style you're trying hard to get, a style you're trying hard to style, keep practicing, it will work out eventually. Know your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, don't repeat your mistakes. So I'm very proud that I started when I started. I'm proud that I expanded, my knowledge, because that's what is helping me now. Because I currently mentor people that want to go into the hair field as a whole. If I didn't start then, I would not have, 7 years experience to mentor people right now. So I'm proud that I did what I did when I started.
Wow, that's a good one. Thank you so much for the knowledge you've shared with us, and the tips and everything you've given to us on this What's Your Story channel. Thank you so much. You will not know how much I'm grateful for this, to have you on this very show. You are my first guest, and I'm serious. It's meant a lot to me, a lot to me. I'm very grateful once more. So this is Oluwaferanmi Oderino, that's my name, and this is What Is Your Story. On our next episode of What's Your Story, watch out and God bless you. Bye bye.